With the indictment that came out yesterday, we know that there are six co-conspirators. They have yet to be indicted, but they will be. We know most of them. The sixth one is still kind of a mystery, but number four is Jeffrey Clark. Jeffrey Clark was the gentleman that worked inside the Attorney General's office. He was some low level fucking hack that had nothing to do with what was going on at the time, except for the fact that he sided with Donald Trump and he was ready to try to overthrow this government in favor of Donald Trump. So Donald Trump wanted to elevate him to Attorney General, and well, that didn't work out too well. But for a time, he had a certain amount of power, a very short time while that whole process was going through. And he was talking to Patrick Philbin, who was a White House counsel. And in and around that time, Patrick Philbin told him, there is no world, there is no option in which we do not leave the White House on January 20th. He told him that 2 times. Now, Philbin warned him that if Trump tried to stay in office, despite no evidence of widespread fraud in the 2020 election, there would be riots in every major city in America. And he's right. You know what Clark said? Clark said, well, that's why there's an Insurrection Act. You see, that was the intent. They wanted to seize the voting machine. They wanted the rioting in the streets. They wanted the chaos. Remember, Donald Trump says he loves fucking chaos. They wanted the chaos so they could somehow subvert all this shit, let Donald Trump take control, and keep him in office. That's how egregious and how blatant this bullshit is. This Jeffrey Clark was nobody in the Attorney General's office and the DOJ for a while, but all of a sudden he rose to the top hoping he'd get some fame and some power. Instead, what he's going to get is a fucking indictment, and that motherfucking guy is going down hard. He's nobody. He has no power. He has no protection. We're still going to be interested to find out who's the sixth co-conspirator. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, what about the members of Congress? What about Ginny Thomas? Well, that number 6 could be Ginny Thomas or Roger Stone. Who fucking knows? We'll know soon enough. But the fact of the matter is there's going to be a lot more indictments. Those sitting members of Congress have gotten away with nothing. They just want to keep the Donald Trump trial clean, and then they're going to come out with the other shit. Nobody is safe with the Republican Party when it comes to the insurrection on January 6th.